So I made it to Cable Gap Shelter pretty fast. I should have just walked it yesterday. It only took like an hour and something for 2.5 miles, 3 miles, something like that. Not bad. So, but it was all downhill. We got probably a mile and a half. Looks like decently steep up hills. I'll be sweaty at the top. I'm 5 miles from the marina. So after I get packed up here again, I got some coffee. Spilt it on myself. There's the shelter. Then hopefully I can get there by 3 and at least grab some stuff at the marina. Make it into well, maybe I can get this shuttle down to the shelter. Who knows? But I'll check out the Wi-Fi. That's a lie. I'm going to sit there and try to upload a video probably and see how that Wi-Fi is. And then I can check it out in town tomorrow. So far, it's been a good hike this morning. I feel good. Legs were good, but it was downhill, easy trails. So hopefully I only have like a mile and a half of suck. I don't know how it's going to be getting down in Fontana, if that's going to be rough or not going downhill. Sometimes they're tricky. So I haven't seen another family that was behind me. Their kids shot ahead, and then I guess they're waiting for their parents, taking their time. Oops, sorry. But overall, I'm hopeful, right? Like 5 miles to go, and it's 10 o'clock. So if I could put on the afterburners, keep cranking, there's hope. And then I'll probably take 2 or 3 days there in Fontana. Wash my clothes, take some showers, hang around, eat some food. And the guys that were here, they said that once you get into the Smokies, getting into the Smokies is like walking out of a knock probably. It's 6 miles uphill. But they said it's 12,000 feet of ups, 10,000 feet of downs over 40-something miles, 40 or 50-something miles. So they said it's actually decent cruising, because I've done 3,000 or 4,000 in a day up some of those balds. So hopefully, right? That gave me some hope, because I can do 10 miles of these kinds of trails with just some ups and downs. But and the guy who was here, Big Dipper, he said that he's lost 3 toenails. And so he told me the process, because I told him my fear. And he was like, it's not really all that terrible. He said, you'll get one that grows in underneath, and then the top just kind of flakes off. He said, so if they don't get ingrown, which that toe, I've had 2 surgeries on for ingrown toenails, and they shouldn't grow out into the sides. He said, you should be okay. So I was like, I've only seen traumatic injuries. I don't, so anyways, that gave me some, there's like a raccoon in that shelter. Something just sneezed under there, and it was big. So we'll see, but I'm hopeful, and that's a good thing. One thing that surprised me about out here is that the mental game, aside from those first probably 4 or 5 days where I was like, what the heck did you just get yourself into? It's been pretty good, right? I mean, it's been blissful, the things that I worry about. My worries are limited to kind of today, the next 3 miles, hourly concerns, and then I get set up for camp, and those worries kind of go away as long as I have water. So still feeling good. Still don't want to go back working. And I still hate hiking, but it's better than working. It's better than dealing with everybody else's kind of problems or rules and drama. There's just not a lot of drama, right? Somebody's sick, you throw them some pills and you keep on walking. Somebody needs food, you throw them a packet of noodles and you keep on walking. You talk when you want to talk. You sit when you want to sit. You get where you go. Less stress that way. And I know some people like hiking and some people like going and some people, it's just their game. It's not for me. And it's still better than dealing with all of that other stuff. So I've always said, if you think something sucks, go do something that should be suckier. And that's what I'm doing, and it's still not as sucky as it was. So, right? My worst fear, what if this is actually better than what I was doing? And I'm nearly a month in. And I still don't want to go back. So, right? I'll walk until I'm done. So the summit was right back there. It wasn't terrible. That last part was a bit stressful. But this is why they call pointless ups and downs. Like, you go to the top of a mountain instead of going, I don't know, cutting around it. I mean, you might see something through the trees, maybe. I will say, let's see here if I can zoom in again. That's the lake. It's pretty close now. I'm only like 3 miles away. That thing, back in my other videos, a couple back, you can see it way off in the distance, and that was the tail end of it. And now we're right up towards the top of the lake. So it's fun to see the progress over the few days as you're getting closer to this thing that was so far off in the distance. Oh, I thought I summited. I did not. Shoot. Well, I might take back what I said. Maybe there's a view on the other side of this one. I think I've got one more to jump up, but I've got to be getting close. I'm on the ridge line, so there's not a good way around. Well, this might not be so bad. That other one was steep though. Like where the roots turn into stairs. And honestly, it's those, see, like even this is steep, but it's not like those others. It's just those really steep parts that kill me. Today's been a decent hike. I mean, I've been booking it. I think I'm 5 miles in, 3 hours, and that included 1 mile hiking up, or 1.5. So, not terrible, but like Jacob's Ladder, climbing out of the knock, those things just absolutely killed me. And then you go slow the next day. So there might be something to be said for eating more though, and not pushing past that 8 mile mark to get to the 10. So, all right. That one was not the top. This is starting to look like a top. So, if there is any better views, I'll film it. But this is what the top of most of these mountains look like. Big old rocks. They're interspersed. Sometimes it's just a grassy bald. Just kind of gotta step around. Start falling. Sorry. And just so covered in trees. Maybe I should have pulled up the map. I got hopeful too soon. Oh, okay. Check it out. Gotta use my sticks. Look, Brooke. This is what you were named after. It's babbling. Pretty cool. I haven't checked my map again yet. I think I'm making good time. It's only noon. I left it. What time? 8:15. Big place to get water. It's noon on the nose. I know I'm less than 3 miles from there. Might be less by quite a bit since I'm only across the water. And I hear the highway. So, all things considered, I'm pretty happy with today. My legs still feel good, as long as I don't die on these rocks. I can just, the days when the trails aren't just uphill killing me, that's whenever I can put on those miles relatively quickly. Like today would be a 10-mile day. Well, no, actually today's gonna be a 10-mile day when I walk to the shelter. So that's highly doable. Right? But it was a lot of downhill and fairly decent trail. Up on the top of that mountain, it was a little craggy, but sorry, gotta spit. Kind of excited. I think I'll definitely get to the marina in time to see what they have to eat. I probably won't catch the shuttle in, but that's okay. I'll be fine. But I hope they have a microwave. And I don't care if they have a $7 nasty frozen burger. I kind of hope they have Hot Pockets or something. I doubt they have much of that. They probably just have canned food, but still. Whoa. I didn't fall. You fell. Even if they just have canned food, I might grab me something even if it's overpriced, to celebrate. Maybe I'll have a beer. I haven't had a beer in like 2 years. Give me a $9 Guinness. Something with some heft to it. None of that IPA, marijuana tasting skunky BS. Or a Hefeweizen, then you can have some orange flavor. Just something. Because today's going to be, I don't even know how many miles, 160 something. So, quite an achievement for this guy that got off the couch and decided he was going to go hiking with no experience and with a bag that was too heavy and muscles that were too weak. This is probably one of the bigger milestones, and then making it through the Smokies will be the next. Didn't know if I'd be able to get here, but I'm close. So I'll check in again whenever I get down to Fontana Dam, assuming I don't trip and fall before then. My goodness. This has been one trek downhill. I'm still like 0.8 of a mile away. I guess I'm making decent time still, but it's a really good time. walk. It's leveled out some. It's been a little bit rockier than I would have expected. Coming down. I caught a view earlier. There's a part where you could see the dam just a little bit through the trees. And there's a little girl up there getting all misty-eyed, talking about how proud she was. So I kicked her off the mountain. She tumbled down here somewhere. I don't know. She shows up sometimes, just randomly harasses me in Disney movies. Anyways, I always tell her to get lost. She's annoying. So my knee is really about done with this downhill. I can feel it swelling. It's tough. Walking like an old man. I didn't realize how bad it was. But you're constantly stopping yourself. So, I can hear boats. I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure. Normally the trails will get a lot better right before we get into a gap or something like that. They just smooth out because the mountain smooths out. This is still steep. So, not yet. But maybe soon. Lots of switchbacks. I was thinking on the way down here, man, this would suck coming up. But guess what? When I get across that dam in a couple of days, 6 miles, I believe, or 8, something like that. I know you have to stay in shelters and yada yada yada, but there is a campground on the map on the uphill. And you want to bet where I'm gonna stay? I'll just get busted by a park ranger, I'm sure, but tell him I died. Show him my knees. Be like, but they're swollen. Something. So, soon enough, I'll take back in. But I almost want to just sit down and rest. Push through Paco. Keep sweating Salt Lick. I almost died there. Okay, gotta use my sticks now. Well, I think I made it to the marina. That looks like a marina. We'll go see what they have in there. This is the bathroom at the Fontana Hilton. It's, well, it is what it is. Somebody left their shorts. I think Rob left his power bank charging. He might already be gone, so I'm gonna gank that and hope I run into him if he's not back today or tomorrow. It's just, it's clean enough. It's like a national park bathroom. I say clean enough, I just rinsed like 2 pounds of dirt out of my shirt. So, ish. But they have hot showers, right? Like, you shower in your flip-flops, and then my black toe. Rinse your stuff out, whatever. So I'm gonna go back up to the campsite real fast and then figure out what I'm doing today. Here's the Fontana Hilton. There was a guy that was causing trouble 2 nights ago. I think he got hauled off by the sheriff down to the Knock to give them trouble. But some stuff just laying around. I'll probably go throw that away because nobody used it here. The shelter is down there. It's got a rock pad and it's got filtered water or clean water, public water. And they have a few drinking fountains. There's some old electrical boxes that I guess aren't in use. I put my multi-charger in the bathroom. Showers, because I got a smaller one sent to me, so I think I'll donate that one to the folks. Came in super useful last night. We had, I don't know, 8 people here, something like that. One guy seemed a bit transient. He just stopped by and, nice guy. Handed out some meats. I don't think it made anybody sick. that he had smoked and brought a lot of beer. I should go steal some of those Natty Daddies and drink them tonight. I think they left them down there. So the sun's about to start peeking through. I think it's about 9 o'clock. And I could go down to the shelter. It's already sunny down there. Try to air out my socks. I think I'm just going to hoof it to the visitor center, which is a 15-minute walk that way. So half a mile or so, I think they said. So maybe a 30-minute walk for me. And, but I really don't want to have to hoof all my pack. But I don't know when they come to clean the grounds or if they come to clean the grounds, and I don't want to leave my stuff hanging, necessarily. So I'm at a bit of an impasse there, because if I go up to the visitor center, I'm probably going to stay till 5. So I might take my extra food. I got a whole lot shipped in from my family, but it's a lot of weight. I think 18 pounds made it. The box was busted open, so I lost some peanut butter and some chicken sticks apparently, but everything else made it. So, lake's right over here. You can't really see it through the trees, but there's some water down there. I wasn't able to upload at the marina. Everything is just so slow on this. So maybe I'll YouTube and see why my phone is slow to upload. But that's where I'm staying for probably, today, probably tomorrow. But I'll need to get my Smokies Pass printed pretty soon. And then see what to do. There are jet ski rentals down there at the marina. I would. I'm just not going to. But they sound so fun. I came across some trail magic on my way back from the uploading videos, and I sat up there and talked to them for probably 4 hours. That was about the closest to a old barbecue where you just have people come over to your house and drink and shoot, and it was cool. So thanks to I already forgot his name, Brad. I think his name was Brad. Their kid had walked the AT, and he said they wanted to do something, so they came up here this weekend and did burgers and hot dogs. They had a truckload of food. They just handed me like electrolyte packets. They offered me 40 pounds of food that I can't take. Man, that was cool. Talked to a guy that works in music for a lot of the time. Super cool. So thanks. That was probably the best trail magic I've come across and probably will come across, honestly. And the Nutter, he keeps annoying me, throwing nuts at me, chirping. Come here, Nutter. Come here, Nutter. See, he doesn't want to play. He just wants to be angry. So I'll get down here. I got to set up my hammock again. I bought some shirts that I need to mail home, but I missed the shuttle. So tomorrow, I guess I'll sit in my hammock tonight and do some more of video editing so I can upload those tomorrow, get my stuff mailed off. The visitor center had the best Wi-Fi so far, so I might have to hoof it down there. I assume from everybody we saw, this is going to be packed down here tonight. So I'm going to go claim my spot before I miss out on my trees and see if my food is still hidden, even though I just ate. I'm going to have to eat more. Maybe I'll eat more tomorrow. I don't know. Anyways, fun times. I really enjoyed that. That's probably been one of the best days on the trail. So you might be thinking, hey, Paco, what's up? Where'd you end up your third day at Fontana? And we jumped ahead. So we're looking at 8 days of straight rain through the Smokies. It was me and a guy that I've been leapfrogging named Raven, and we were looking at the Smokies thinking, A, they're shutting shelters down because of bears. One or two, but I know the first one, so that would make an entirely long day getting into the Smokies. You have to stay at the shelters. Then it's going to be raining. You have 8 days, so you can't sit. You have to walk through the rain if that's the case. And it just sounded like it was going to be absolutely miserable. I just talked to a guy that had stayed at Fontana. They went into Newfound Gap on a lift, and then he walked it in 3 days, the second half of 3 days. And he said it was very tough for him, and he's a decent hiker, to make it a 10 or a 13 mile day. So that means that I would really be struggling, and I wouldn't be able to dry out. And the cost of the food that I would use in the Smokies, plus the Smokies Pass, which you had to have to get in, turns out to be less or about the same as what I spent to get past the Smokies in a shuttle. So there was another couple there. We had both planned to take Ubers. Uber canceled on both of us. Lyft apparently didn't cancel on Steve and them, but it did on me. So we're now in the same spot. He jumped ahead 3 days. I jumped ahead 7 or 8, honestly. And I got to stay at Standing Bear. It's a neat little, like, bohemian kind of, it's cool. But we'll be in Hot Springs, or I'll be in Hot Springs in about 3 days or so when the rain starts. And that way, when I'm getting out of Hot Springs, because I still need to send stuff home. My goodness. I got shirts and stickers and whatever. I got to send some stuff home. Whenever we get out of there, I can just plop down if it starts raining too much or thunderstorming too much, and not have to walk through that. Because again, my goal isn't to get to Katahdin. It's just to be comfortable and be out here and hike. And if it's in miserable conditions, I don't want to. I'll just sit around. And I couldn't have done that in the Smokies. So the time was upon us, and that was the choice we made. So thanks for splitting a fare to the people that split the shuttle with us. It was a nice time in Fontana. It was pretty, but I was really stressed out this morning. And I was shuttling with another guy. He was just going to walk into the Smokies if he had to without a permit. And I felt very responsible for everybody figuring it out. And I just was failing. It took my wife like 5 minutes to find us a solution. And I was up for like 5 or 6 hours or so trying to figure it out. Some things I'm still just incapable at, and other people are much better than me at solving problems like that, logisticals. Because honestly, I probably, if I didn't get a ride today, I probably would have just traipsed into the Smokies tomorrow and been absolutely miserable. I'm super comfy right now. So I'll continue on to Hot Springs tomorrow, and then I'm anticipating that it's still going to be a week of not fun rain. Maybe. It might not rain as much as we're expecting, but there are calling for thunderstorms. So I might be trying to jump shelter to shelter more, just in case. I don't know how much these trees would protect from a hailstorm or high winds. And I've seen some trees blow down now, or fall too, twice. That's scary. So, anyways, that's how I ended up my 3-day vacation here. And honestly, I know that most people, like, they'll take A0 and a couple of zeros, but my knees are feeling better now. The swelling is almost gone down in them, so I'll go kick that up and refester those knees. Staying up with kind of where we need to be, so I can't claim that we walked 250 miles, but we're 250 miles into this puppy now. I'm hopeful, right? I really want to get to the Grayson Highlands and see the ponies, and then see where we go after that. Until then, I will be sleeping underneath these little nice Edison light things tonight. It'll be fun. Y'all have a good night. I'll update when I can.